As you guys aware of how many countries nowadays are saying that we should be self-reliant with the essential stuff instead of China controlling everything, have some, bring some warehouse or some factory jobs back to their own country. And many people says, "Oh, this is gonna be good. Our country's gonna be making stuff from, it's come from, this is gonna made in Australia or made in whatever. We got to bring jobs back." No, it's not gonna bring jobs back. And let's break it down. Especially my generation and generation below, they are more focused on social justice. If there's something going on with the workplace, they're gonna dob, or the American word, snitch. All right, if they have some did something wrong or see something wrong, they will make a complaint straight away. And one of the most prime example is, I know this is not really related to work, but those who have very strong social justice or activism, or coming from schooling and think of life is going to be black and white, no grays, and seeing corruptions or things like that, they won't last further. They actually destroy things. I only give you two things, all right, and I can't say everything, all right. Meghan Markle, yes, I'm going to mention about her. She's coming from an activism background, all right. Now, when she got married, there was a lot of dramas on the news and tabloids, and finally did the break up with the royals and move. And now they're leaving a lot more bombshell. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more going on, you know. Today, I just walked past the supermarket. There's leaking more stories behind with the diary with Katie, right? The one that married to William. I know that one is not too strong for many of you guys. I think another one was Gabrielle Unions. Gabrielle Unions was the AGT, America's Got Talent 2019, one of the judges. She's an African American, and she has gone through, some racist discrimination or things like that within the NBC and as well with Simon Cowell. And she's making a lawsuit. What is something in common is that nowadays those who are very into social justice or perhaps activism mentality, they got to dob and snitch, blame the patriarchy, and don't get away from this sort of stuff. And you can see many of the workplace cannot handle hiring these type of people. Could you imagine hiring millennials and Generation Z talking about all this stuff? There's a reason why now employers are hiring migrants, because they shut the fuck up and do their work. They don't complain or yap all the way through or creating dramas. Now, let's get back to self-reliant on companies coming back to your country, all right? You'll be like, yes, hooray! Especially if you're coming from a Western world, good luck. You got this penalty rate, double pay, work cover, taxes. There's so much yada 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 going on to run a company in the Western world. While hiring an AI robot is cheap and it's efficient, it works 24/7, and they shut the fuck up, honestly. Because they are disciplined, they are filtered. In today's world, you say one word wrong, you lose your job. You say anything about feminists or anything against this sexist discrimination, racism, homophobia, anything, you lose your job. And that's why I said, bring jobs back to Australia or whatever country is just a temporary solution. Later on, it's going to be replaced by robots. And as you can see right now, I know you guys are not from Australia, but I'll give you guys an example, right? The tram drivers are often train, bus, and teachers. They often march, protest for their wage increase, right? I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but they keep protesting. Man, money has to come from somewhere. Taxes are reduced every single country as wage earner has reduced, right? There's a lot more people than before that was unemployed, thanks to countries now having technological and service industry. There's nothing much gone for it. Those who are country, for example, like China or India is completely different. They have industrial and as well technological and service. That's the way how it goes. But in the Western world, we're seeing a lot more, you know, machine-like, self-serve, tap screens everywhere you go from McDonald's to KFC. Do you honestly reckon these jobs will bring back? Not really, mate.